Hello everyone. June is Pride Month, and so to celebrate Pride, I am going to be reviewing what do we got here? Kellogg and Glad's Together with Pride heart-shaped cereal. Um, I will say my first impression is kind of a cash grab, right? It's a pretty small box, but they're charging the full $5 for it. And when you look at the cereal, it just looks exactly like Fruit Loops, but shaped like hearts, and not a whole lot else going on. Seems kind of like someone thought, hey, Pride is hot these days and popular. Let's get in on that and we can make some cash or we'll be popular. Hashtag Pride. Um, so let's get into this. Maybe it's better inside. The other way that you get around this is, you donate some of the proceeds. So I imagine since it's with Glad that that's a 501c3, I believe. So they're probably donating a portion of this to Glad. All right, yep, we got what looks like heart-shaped Fruit Loops. You can't probably see it. It looks to be, they're a little shiny. I feel like they're probably more sugar-coated than Fruit Loops. So let's get a taste. Okay, that is better than I thought it would be. Fruit Loops are good too, but it's not just Fruit Loops. In fact, the flavor is way closer to, I think I would say the berries in Captain Crunch Berries is what the flavor is kind of like. And then it has these little flecked decoration on there that, oh, I guess you probably can't see it at all. There's little blue flecks everywhere that I assume would just be like leftovers from the process. You have messed up pieces, you grind them up, and then you put it on there as decoration. But those pieces certainly have their own flavor to it. I think it's like adding an extra fruity element to it, where like you get Captain Crunch's Crunch Berries, and they're called berries, but it's like a sugary flavor, not crazy fruity. This has kind of those little pieces add like a sour tang that makes you think it's a little bit more like real fruit. To be clear, it's not. And not getting the sensation of eating real fruit here, but that is an interesting element where they've got, the sweet cereal flavor and then some other flavor cutting in there. It gets soggy fast, which I dig, faster than Fruit Loops even. But it's not like, it's not like mini wheats. There's some cereals where it gets soggy because the milk just gets right in there and it's like instantly off. If I leave mini wheats for a minute and stir my spoon around, I've got a soup. The milk certainly, when I stirred it around with my spoon, the milk got in there, but the pieces are still intact. They're holding up, but they're just soft now. So yeah, it's definitely, it's not amazing. It still feels like a pretty uninspired cereal. But like, they actually gave it its own individual cereal, so that's a little more fun. Um, and like I said, usually with this, you're donating to an organization. In this case, they're donating to GLAAD. I'm guessing a portion of the proceeds. So it says if you buy a box and upload your receipt online, they'll donate $3 to GLAAD's anti-bullying efforts. Okay, so they're keeping all the money for this. Well, I'll make sure to upload my receipt, but yeah, I have to imagine most people aren't going to do that. That's smart. That's probably the way to do it. You get to say you're donating on the front of the box, and then everyone buys your cereal thinking they're donating to charity. But I doubt many people are reading the fine print that says we only donate any money if you upload this receipt onto our website. But cereal's pretty nice. Like I said, still pretty uninspired. Maybe a B minus. Or I guess if we're so it's not like I've been very consistent with my ratings anyway. I guess I'd say like a 7 out of 10. There's just like so much more you can do with cereal, and like the Crunch Berries flavor isn't that interesting. That is why they added it. I mean, they've done those ones that are kind of popular where it's like Oops All Berries, but I think the reason they added it to Captain Crunch is like it's hard for it to stand on its own. So, you have two different shapes and two slightly different flavors going on. This is just a bowl of Crunch Berries, but you don't even get the cool berry shape. It's just these boring hearts. But if you're into the shape or you just want your cereal to get soggy fast, that's good. And there's nothing wrong with the flavor. I'm not in love with the aftertaste, I would say, but it's not like one of those cereals that leaves a gross lingering when I'm done with it. It just is not amazing either. It's kind of the same way I feel about Fruit Loops, honestly, when I finish them. It's like, that was good, but now there's this weird taste in my mouth. I think I want some water. But let's see what the milk's like. Milk is good. Surprisingly not sweetened. I mean, it sweetened it a little bit. I would say that I'm drinking 2% milk. Yeah, 2% milk, but this made it taste like whole milk. That's about how much sweetness it added. It didn't make it thicker, but um, I mean, I kind of like that because, like I said, the aftertaste of the cereal bits. I think what it is those little flavor extra bits they left on. Since those bits of flavor were more intense, that's what's lingering. It's not a super pleasant. It's kind of tangy, so it's not the best flavor to hang out by itself. That's all I have for today's episode. So happy Pride, everyone. Goodbye, and however you identify, be proud of it.